Hi, this is Ilma Art Studios photograph for today. Captured some birds while they're dipping in the water to drink. Hi, check my website for more artworks and photographs at ilmaarts.com. That's ILMAARTS.com. Today I'd like to share with you my poem devotional extracted from 1 Timothy 4, verse 4. It says, "Since everything God created is good, we should not reject any of it, but receive it with thanks." Here's my poem. God's creation is good. What do you have that God hasn't given you? Hasn't He provided you with everything good? Each of God's creation is for His own glory. Give thanks to Him and you will never be sorry. Gratefulness means never rejecting His creation. Receiving it gratefully brings us close to perfection. God knows all things and has control of your destiny. He has your interest at hand. Embrace peace to be free. Here's my essay. Thankfulness changes everything in one's life. I used to be a very negative thinker and a worrier. It was not hard for me to be filled with all kinds of stinking thinking. A book written by a Christian changed the way I think. Being grateful for little and big things that God has given you daily was one of the tips he recommended. So I started listing down things daily for all things that I need to be thankful for. Only after a few months I noticed that it wasn't involuntary for me to entertain negative thoughts anymore. My perspective changed from pessimism to optimism. So many verses in the Bible tells us the importance of gratitude. It changes our attitudes. So God created everything good and we should never reject any of His creation but receive it with gratitude. Prayer. Lord, thank you for your creation. Reflection. How can you express gratitude for all that has given you? To answer that reflection question, I think one of the biggest grateful attitude that we can give to God is to bless others. Because we have received a lot of things from God. God doesn't want us to hoard it or to keep it to ourselves. He wants us to share all the gifts that we are receiving to others because it's important for Him that everybody works for His kingdom, for His glory. Another way that we could express gratitude to God is by honing all the gifts that He has given us. For example, He has given us a natural gift for something that we should hone that and use that to glorify the Lord. One thing that God has delivered me from was to even hoard the gifts that was given to me and make it on for my own use. And so God had to strip me of all the things that I was good at so that I can focus on Him instead of focus on myself. So that's another way for us to be grateful for what God has given us. Another way is for us to have time to actually walk in nature and bask at what God has provided us with and bask at His majesty when we look at the mountains, when we look at the trees, when we look at a flower, when we stop by and smell a flower, when we watch the clouds go by and be in awe that all this cloud formation is made by God. No one else can do that. So those are the only ways that you can, those are only some ways that you can express gratitude to God for all the things that He has created. Everything He created is good. Nothing He created is junk. But the enemy wants us to think that way. So sometimes he puts lies in our head to think, oh, I'm ugly, oh, I'm like this, oh, I'm never going to be, good enough for anybody. That's a wrong way of thinking. So God never made junk. He always made all things good. So thanks for watching, and I hope you check my website at ilmaarts.com for more artworks and photographs. Have a blessed day.